Is going on, y'all? So this is going to be an informational video for everybody who doesn't know how to add a scoreboard. Just teaching you through the basics of anything. So I'm gonna be teaching you how to make a normal scoreboard, and then ranks are another thing that are specific, but for some people this is all that they need scoreboard for. So if you want to add ranks like I did, just follow the video. If you want to add scoreboard like I did, and this also removes player offline for the scoreboard, so it doesn't, even if you press options, it doesn't say player offline. So yeah, this is how to remove that. Anyways, let's get started with the video. So basically, what you're gonna want to do for the first thing for the scoreboard is do a /game rule, and you want to turn off command block output, alright, which is basically game rule command block output, and put it to false. Okay, what that's gonna do is turn off this command right here that always spams on the left, because as you'll see if you want to test it out, if you do not turn the command block output to false, it'll spam on your left screen, on the left side of your screen, like in chat. So I would recommend doing that. In fact, you probably just should do it, because that's what makes this just, a whole lot more comfortable, like I am. Another thing that you want to do, turn off, is game rule, and you want to turn off send command feedback, right? Put that to false as well. And also you can also update this stuff, max command chain length. I like to put that at 10,000, right? And you can also do game rule, and you can also do function command limit, and you can put that at 10,000, because sometimes if you're creating a server and you have command blocks, sometimes they will stop working because of there are too many command blocks in the world. But by updating the function limit, it'll you'll be able to place a lot more. Alright, so let's get on with the scoreboard. I also have how to add money and remove money, just in case you're running a server and you don't know how to do that. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is set it up in this style. Now, you do not add this redstone yet, so you can place these two, the comparator, the observer, and these four. Do not place the redstone yet, okay? I'll tell you when you place the redstone, okay? And in fact, I'm going to remove that and then place it when I do. So basically, you're going to add the things that I go in the order of, alright? So the first thing that you're going to want to do is add the test for at all in the repeat always active command block. Alright, so it's going to be a test for all players found twirl tongue, right? Now, the second one, which is going to be specific to what you're adding. So for me, it is going to be a /execute for all players, and then 3 squigglies. Scoreboard players operation at PM display equals at P money. Now, M display and money are objectives that I have set. The M display is for the money and setting it to the sidebar. Money is for the actual players and keeping their score and stuff like that, right? Saving their data. So you want to create two that you'll know. Like for ranks, I have -R display and rank, right? And you do not, this the end money is not what your thing is going to be titled. Like, it's not going to be a normal, you can make it colored, but you do not have to make the actual objective colored to be able to color the scoreboard. So execute at all, squiggly squiggly squiggly, scoreboard players operation at P M display equals at P money. Again, M display and money are subjective to what I'm making, but if you want to make it money like I am, feel free to do so and copy what I have right here. And after that, if you haven't already, do a scoreboard objectives, and you're gonna want to add M display dummy, and you're also gonna want to add, it won't add it if you don't press enter, obviously. So you want to do that, press enter, type it again, and then make sure you have money, and make sure you put dummy at the end, and then press enter, and that will add those. Okay, but since I already have them, I don't have to. So now you're going to want to go over this impulse. It's going to be a needs redstone, and we're going to go scoreboard objectives, remove M display. All right, so this is basically removing the M display or whatever you have in that first objective slot. Second one is going to be a scoreboard objectives add M display dummy. Now you can see that I have a money in quotations, right? Money is what I have there is what is displayed, so you can add whatever you want. The objectives are not what's going to be displayed, okay? So you can add, and make sure you have those quotes, because those are basically what's telling it, hey, this is what I want the actual title to be, okay? So you can add this scoreboard objectives add at M display or M display dummy, and then money in quotations. I have mine green. Now slash scoreboard objectives set display sidebar for the M display. So basically we're adding this M display that says money to the sidebar. So you can either do sidebar, you can do the list that I have right here, or you can do it above or below your name, which you won't be able to see from third person view, okay? So you can, I'm setting mine for sidebar because that's what mostly everybody does, but just telling you all the variations you can do. So yeah, set the display for the sidebar M display, and notice how these objectives are lining up with each one, and correspond that if you're making not a different one than I am. And this last one, you're gonna do a scoreboard players add at all of them money 0. Okay, now money doesn't have to be colored because that is the second objective. All right, now after you've put in all of those commands, right, and feel free to pause the video, all right, and do all this, right? After you've done all those commands, when you place this, the scoreboard will appear and you'll be able to interact with it. Now, like I said in the beginning, the ranks are basically the same. You just have to change up the objective. Mine's R display and rank, and you can change what it actually says and what it's set up as. So mine's list, and so it is putting it right there in the list, and then it's adding for the rank, right? So you would just correspond it again, like I said, those are the objectives, so you'd add different objectives, title, and the display. So now for if you're trying to run a server, add remove money, say something got glitched out, right? The add money is a scoreboard players add at P money for how much you want to add. So like I said, that second one is going to be money. So I'm adding the money for how much I want. And the at P is just closest player. That's so it adds it to me. So if I press that, it adds the money to my name. But you can do specific people. And obviously you can look at what all of them are, at E, at R, at P, at S, you know, and specific players. To remove money, it is going to be the same thing, but it's a scoreboard players remove at P money, however much you want to remove, and that will that'll remove your money, right? And that'll add your money. And same thing for this, scoreboard players remove at P rank 1, and then that one's add at P rank 1. So that is in depth for what how to add scoreboards. If you want to know more, please leave suggestions in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.